What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Looking for a huge play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. The one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play because the true freshman last year ate this defense alive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late the season.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Running into the open space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? He gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Alabama pushing the tempo. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
On the ground, it's Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it inside the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a grab for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Might be changing the route. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield. It's Simpson. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical.
And he's feeling the heat, and down he goes. They were looking to take the lead, and they cannot. Still trailing by a single. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice catch.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot. Every single week.
Looking to throw again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll leave it with him.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Frazier. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Stockton. Caught over the middle. It's dealt. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown time. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the... This defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From the gun. Dumps it off in the flats. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. It's a seam wide open. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Miller. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive and should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Hit hard just just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Really nice physical running back time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half. Lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw at Stockton. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snares it outside, it's Branch.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unleashes it. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. Pulled down for the tackle. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this.
Wide open spaces. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot.
Oh, look out on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs. how efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
It's a running room. The tap. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going. And they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
I
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Stockton. Still looking, on the move. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Cricket. Ready. Looking to fire. And the timing just a hair off.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big time play.
Couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40, past the 20. He's at the 10, and he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but nope.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped.
Georgia, 42, Alabama, 20.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be knocked down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And some room to work. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Might be looking to run. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
All kinds of time before he fires right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Pocket breaking down. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
He's going up top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run deep down the right side. And he throws another interception. His start of the night. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he... His offense, the ball at the 29.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Now adjusting. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspiration.